Hello everybody, and welcome back to MonsterCon. Wow! The last time I played MonsterCon, I did not have this model. And actually, I had intended to finish the last two main routes for MonsterCon, but things happen. For some reason, I get to the last two routes of each game, and then I just kind of... life says no. So, I'm gonna... Again, I wasn't going to minimize or like size down the play screen, but you know, we're in an experimental phase. My model is a lot bigger than my ping tuber, so we're just gonna see how this works. In this game I read everything, so I think it should be fine. So, but today we are going to do Omen's route. Hey, because Omen was the character I was going to do next for MonsterCon, and then I fell off, so you know, it'd be like that. But we're here now. Excuse me. I realize I'm drunk. Hold on. Let me get my soda. I actually spilled my Mountain Dew last night on my desk mat, and it's really sad. So I'm being a little careful today. So you know what? Let's get to it. Okay. Oh, actually, hold on. First of all, let's go to the gallery really quick. I'm just gonna check a few things. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you guys see that? Yeah. Okay. Well, that's that. I'm just reminding myself where we're at here, because it's been so long, so I've forgotten a lot of things. Okay, I'm remembering. It's coming back to me. It's coming back. Okay. Right. Yes. Okay. Yeah. Okay, this is we're doing good. Doing great. We're doing fantabulous. Okay, that's good too. Yeah. Oh, right. Okay, now we can start. Let's see how far we get. We'll go because it's just me. Just me. What have I been playing? I've just been doing the regular, right? How what I've been doing? I can now remember. Well, regardless, you know what's funny? This is an hour and a half, regular game's 2, but then like the long game is only like half an hour longer, so I'm just like, okay, you know what? For today, we're gonna do this, and if it's like too much, then I'll divide this video. That's what we'll do. So it just doesn't seem that much longer. So I'm like, what's today? Since we're going for Omen, I think it's best we do fantasy vibes. You know, since they're, them. I'm gonna skip this, hold on. There we go. Because we've gone through that a lot. My gosh, there's so many DLCs that I don't have. Okay, that's okay. What are we doing today? Oh man, so let's... Here's a good choice. You know, the dynamic I really like is just a little guy and big, scary, intimidating. You know? So let's do odds today.
Here feels good.
Okay. Alright. The dreamiest SpookyCon was. No, okay, we're gonna skip again. Alright, so what is Omen like? Stabbing! Perfect. Omen likes stabbing. Omen also like probably tournament arcs. Anything with fighting, probably. Anything else here is kind of like not really Omen-esque. This is for oh my gosh, Liam. I wanted to call him Hester for some reason. I'm like, that is not his name. Liam. No, let's do that one. I think that is fine. Perfect. Okay, villain archetypes, which is so funny because we're going after the villain today. Well, one, C. Two, and we'll go with that one. So what's our next one? You're new to this, Alright, so we have it. Oh, there's a new one. This is new. Wait a second. Okay. Anyway, so let's so this is probably superhero stuff. This is like a noir. This is newspaper strip magazines, because that'd be funny. This is like a slice of life. Good choices. I really want to do this one, honestly, so let's do this one. The fear of failure has stopped us. We don't do it. we've gone through this. We know the drill. Okay. So where? You know what? This is always a safe place. This is always a safe place. Let's go here. Walking around the merch hall, you notice a stand full of retro toys. Hey, some of these you remember from your childhood. Actually, you remember all of them. Did this guy raid your parents' house? Buy them all just in case. Ah, life was full of charm back then, before reality made you a cynic. You might be too old for these toys today, but you can still siphon 2+ charm from the memories. Ooh, it's so easy to get back into narrator voice. It's the only voice I can remember. Perfect, Omen. Okay. Later you, Nico, Omen, and Doug are checking out the rigged carnival game section of the con when you find a stand featuring a shallow pond of goldfish. Not the goldfish.
Stop this nonsense now.
What fresh is this? There's goldfish scooping. If you manage to catch a fish with a paper net, you win the fish as a prize. It looks cool in anime, but in reality I feel kinda bad for the fish. We need to get them out of there.
Such is the way of the blade.
I believe in you, my young pupil. A paper net and your will of fire are the tools with which you can change these fish's fate. I'll save you, little buddies. I can do this. Focus, Doug. Feel the movement of the water. Sense the goldfish's intent before it senses you. Doug tries to feel the water or whatever, but alas, his paper net rips on the first try.
Aww.
I failed them. You suck. I bet I could scoop up a puny fish with one severed arm and chains wrapped around my whole body. Omen is, in fact, wrong.
Count your days.
Oh, you stupid fish! Good luck escaping my fist! Ease, young Omen. Anger dulls the reflexes. How can you lend the fish a hand if you close your fist? Omen is punching the water, while Nico seems set on just giving fake deep advice. Stay calm, fishies. We're coming for you. The friends are all collectively losing it. It's up to you to free at least one of these fish. Can you do it? Okay. Write a very convincing eviction notice to make the fish vacate the pond. To catch a fish, you need to think like a fish. It's time to go method. Oh no. What's funnier? This is the first one. I feel like that one might go. You draft a flawless eviction notice and show it to your friends. Dear aquatic tenants, per the terms of your leasing agreement, you have violated the following terms. 1. No public nudity. I mean, yeah, I guess. 2. No keeping pets. What pets do they have? each other, goldfish or pets. 3. No cannibalism. Fishes do that? Yes, they do. Some do, yes. Impressive. You have 30 days to vacate this pond or face heavy fines, which can be paid in pretty shells, pearls, and microplastics. You drop the letter in the pool. The fish all turn to it with interest. Then they largely ignore it because they're goldfish and they can't read. But the letter distracts them enough to let you scoop one up with a paper net real quick. You did it! You're a hero, Oz!
Dang.
And also a landlord. How ironic. You gain 2 charm for... I'm getting a lot of charm today. For saving a fish with your convincing letter, but you lose 2 creativity. I think that's fine.
Really?
I think boldness is a thing. Charm and fun might be the thing. Okay. Hold on, let me see. Okay, it's not that long in comparison. Okay, so we can do this. We can do this. Okay, let's go to the lobby. You're walking around the lobby when you feel a sudden urge to pee. Look for a bathroom quick. Bathrooms are gross, but if you know a thing about bathrooms, it's that using them always ensures true boldness. It's the main reason why people use them. Well, I'll tell you. So at certain cons that I've been to multiple times, you kind of learn which bathrooms are the good bathrooms. And then you don't tell anyone else, you know, unless like it's other artists and you're just like, hey, the good bathrooms are over here. Some things never change. Omen and Doug are manning the first aid booth to fill their con volunteer hours. You and Nico decide to go visit them.
Paging Dr. Nico.
Thank you for letting me chill with you guys. Watching all this first aid is a great opportunity for me to practice my doctor character. Good. I'm just happy today's been slow. No medical emergencies in sight. Somebody help me! I'm having a medical emergency!
Shut up.
Oh, pipe down. You're fine. I'm literally holding my intestines in my hands. So, rub some dirt on it and walk it off. Is there a doctor here or what? I'm bleeding out over here. The on-site doctor's at the furry meetup on floor 3 right now. Me. I'm a doctor.
That
Aren't you just
doesn't really add up.
cosplay one? Exactly. The fact that I'm cosplaying as a doctor just when this person needs one is probably fate telling me that I'm ready for my big role. Nico, this guy's really hurt. He needs a real doctor. Doug, think about it. Is there really any difference between a doctor and someone who cosplays one really well? An academic degree and years of training? This is Nico we're talking about. Logic isn't gonna convince them. Do something to stop them from accidentally killing this guy before the real doctor comes back. Okay, let's see. Convince the injured person to cosplay as someone healthy, so Nico doesn't malpractice them to death. Only one thing stops TV doctors from doing their job. Relationship drama. Introduce a love interest, and a will they won't they plot to keep Nico too busy to commit to manslaughter. That's it. That's the one. That's the one.
That's my cue.
Alright, since there are no more conscientious objectors, I'm going to prep for surgery. We better do this fast. Who's playing the love interest? Me! High school improv club. Don't fail me now. Perfect. You'll be Dr. Doug, the sensitive cardiology surgeon with only one heart he can't fix. His own. Love that.
Oh, how
That is
dull.
boring. The love interest should at least be someone interesting, like a bad ninja with an even more badass katana. Politely ignore Omen as you scribble Doug's script and send him out to dazzle Nico.
Doug.
Good afternoon, Dr. Nico. Is me, Dr. Doug, your colleague and will they won't they friend of 8 years. How are you? Ah, Dr. Doug. It's always a relief to see your smiling face in these grim halls.
Can't save them all.
Why can't we save them all, Doctor? If we can't save them, how can we ever save ourselves? Lion. Cower in fear. The katana of the night has arrived. A ninja! Give me a scalpel, Dr. Doug. I'll give this darn villain a cardiovascular laceration not even you could stitch back together. You cannot defeat me. I have the power of the blade and anime on my side. Yeah! Line, please! What is going on here? Cries the real doctor who's arrived still in his fursuit. Is that child bleeding out? Be quiet, sir. You're talking over the big love triangle scene. Sadly, today's episode of Dr. Nico, Love in the Time of Ninjas, will be interrupted by this emergency surgery, but you can still earn 2 creativity and lose 2 charm. Wow, I'm really going back and forth on that. Okay, looks good. Well, let's go to the stage. Best anime butts. Ranking, work. This would be a panel I would go to. You sit down at the main stage to learn about your favorite art form, anime, specifically a ranking of the best anime bots. Some of the choices are intriguing. I mean, sure, mecha robots technically have big booties. By the end, you've learned more about the panelists' fetishes than anime, but that centric knowledge still grants you 2 smarts. We need that because the smarts are really low. Just so we have a little. Now you, April, and Nico are in line to get autographs from Rush Richards, geek rock musician extraordinaire. Nothing can possibly ruin this day. I come bearing bad news, everyone. Rush Richards has failed to show up. No! Today is ruined! Fear not. I was instructed to handle it, so I paid a drunkard $1.50 of a hot dog sign autographs in Rush Richards' place.
Is a choice?
That sure is a creative solution, isn't it? How strange this new life is that I find myself playing the hero for a change. Does the drunk guy know how to mimic Rush Richards' signature? I don't know, but I saw him doing a pretty good air guitar impersonation in the parking lot, so I deemed him, as they say, legit. Sounds legit to me. Arigato, Omen-senpai! Yep, it's the perfect solution, until the real Rush Richards shows up saying his limo was late. Sir, will you get out of my chair? You're getting day-old tequila smell soaked into the fabric. Who cares? I'm not moving till I get my hot dog! Half a hot dog. I'm sorry, but you can't be here. These people are here to get an autograph from Rush Richards. That's me, not you. Big whoop, bud. I'll give everybody here 2 autographs and a shot of tequila. Whoa, 2 rushes. It's like I'm seeing double. I only knows the real one. You know what Rush Richards looks like, right? Because he's nothing like that other guy.
Stop this.
Stop trying to take my heroic moment away from me. I already solved the situation. I will not unsolve it. The drunkard stays. What a pickle. In Rush Richards' favor. He's actually Rush Richards, but the drunk guy's giving out free tequila. Who should get to stay? Let the audience decide by subjecting Rush Richards and the drunkard to the oldest popularity test ever. Oh my gosh. Not her. Okay. You're all here for an autograph session, so it only makes sense that whoever has the prettiest signature gets to be the celebrity. Okay. These are both very good. I'm gonna go with the first one. Trial by Mary Kill, the oldest existing legal process to faithfully assess one's social standing. Perfect. Since you need 3 people to properly play FMK, you volunteered to be the 3rd person on the judgmental chopping block. You get on stage with Russ Richards and the drunk. In order to get an informed FMK vote, we've written some questions for you all. First, how many kids do you want to have? Not gonna lie, I'm just focused on getting a date before the end of this con. Well, I already have 2 beautiful daughters, and I cherish them more than any. I wanted no kids, but I've got like 6 or something. I beat you without even trying. Second question, what's the worst thing your romantic partner could do? I guess, reject me? The worst thing my partner could do is not support me in my passions. I'm open to compromise, but my art is the worst thing my ex ever did is drive my car into a lake on a dare. I worked hard to steal that car. Oh boy. I like this guy's style. And yet he gets the vast majority of kill votes, so Omen stabs him to death because that's how democracy works. I fear this won't look good for my redemption arc. No, in this case stabbing him was the right thing to do. That's democracy at work. Rush Richards gets most of the Mary votes, thus surviving the FMK, so he gets to be the one to sign the autographs. Problem solved! You sense that you got the F votes mostly by process of elimination, but still it's reassuring. You lose 2 creativity, but gain 2 fun from solving your problems with FMK.
My turn? Really?
Beautiful, incredible, amazing. Okay. Now, wah. It's a good one. Okay, so we can do hotel, community zone, hotel. Lounging around the hotel, you see a sign in front of the conference room. Con artist meeting! Awesome! You learn lots of cool techniques. They feel much more like scams, but who are you to judge what is and isn't art? You gain 2 creativity learning to bend truth to make a quick buck. Later, you finally made it to the front of the line to enter the con, which means there's bound to be conflict because that's how your life always seems to go. Stop right there, sir. We can't let you enter with a brandished weapon.
Such is the way of the
First of all, Jade the Ronin does not answer to sir, only to sensei. Second, this katana is made of non-compliant plastic. I know, I wasn't talking to you, MX. I'm talking to your armed vampire friend. Yeah, I was like,
What?
Liam. Me? But I don't have a weapon. Yes, you do, in your hand. We can't let you bring a book into the con, it's too dangerous. What? Liam, you are always telling me to divest myself of my knives, and yet you bring a weapon yourself? You hypocrite! Books aren't weapons, Omen. Besides, you always somehow manage to have a knife on you anyway. You're wrong. Books are dangerous here. This is a convention for nerd stuff, like comics or those Japanese comics that you read backwards for some reason. Everyone knows books are the natural enemy of comics. We can't allow a book in here. A bookworm comic nerd battle could cost countless civilian lives.
Don't be ridiculous.
This is stupid. I'm 100% sure they're even selling books inside. There are weapons dealers at the con? That's so hardcore. Those aren't real books. They're picture books or rule books for complicated games. It's not the same. Between Liam's stubbornness and the security guard's stupidity, this argument could last forever. Convince the guards to let Liam's book into the con. Okay, we take the attention off Liam by yelling that you have a bomb. End the book comic rivalry by introducing a shared enemy, the Shreddersaurus. This is boldness though, right? I'm gonna do the boldness. I'm gonna yell. I'm gonna yell. Ah yes, a classic diversion if you can pull it off without being deported. I've got a bomb in my bag, and I'm not afraid to use it!
What the fuck?
What? Eyes! Bro, what do we do, partner? We shouldn't let someone bring a bomb into the con. True, but if we focus on this alleged terrorist, we'll lose focus on the book nerd. Oh no, it's so hard to keep 2 rowdy suspects under control. Should we just shoot them both? Shoot them both! That's tempting, but the chief did tell us to try and think of alternatives to shooting people to make the situation easier to handle. Seriously? But shooting people removes potential suspects and saves a lot of time. Doesn't the chief understand math at all? Math? You're starting to sound like a nerd, partner. That book is making you a dork by proxy. Quick, shoot the bookworm, not the book. No, don't! No, partner. It's too late. My head hurts. I'm having too many ideas. I think I'm a nerd now. Don't give up on me. Come on, let's get you some cocaine and strippers. You'll be back to your old self in no time. Not the cocaine and strippers. I'll get you back to your old self in no time. Good idea. The chief won't like us abandoning our post, but at the end of the day, someone's gotta guard the security guards. They leave, and you can finally enter with Liam's book, and I guess a bomb if you really had one. Take 2 boldness and 2 creative, minus 2 creativity. Yes, I wanted the boldness real bad. Fresh air! It's here.
Where to sit?
Well, we're going for Omen. Alright, well, here we go. So cute! Sorry. You and Omen go out to a fancy restaurant. Omen tells
What should I
you
order?
all about their former conquest as a villain. Apparently, they once had a fortress not far from this very restaurant. You two decide to check out the old fortress out of curiosity. Turns out, it's a laundromat now. Omen might have been more upset if they weren't so fascinated by the washing machines. Future truly is now. Excellent. Comics time. Oh wait, is it day 2?
Why
Oh, it
a
is comic
blank
time. I was
page
like,
so
no comic
intimidating?
time? Dang, okay. You dive into comic work again. You're excited since the other day you had an idea for a sorry. My brain stopped so fast. Pick new character. You don't admit this character is secretly based on a friend of yours, so you first give them a call to check if they're okay with you using their likeness. Wow. Too real. Did you get banned? Oh, why did you get banned from the zoo? You kept shooting a gun at random stuff for the lulz. You kept trying to fit stuff inside a zebra's mouth for scientific reasons. You tried to make No Pants Tuesdays a thing. You got robbed by dogs, so it was for your own safety. These are all very good. Let's do No Pants Tuesdays. That's funny. Okay. Choose a detective book that you would... Oh, that would totally catch your attention. Okay, The Case of the Missing... Okay. The Kid Detectives and Babies. Where did they come from? Death of a Twig. The Mystery of How Planes Fly. Okay. No. I had to pick that one. Okay.
I'm scared of big crowds.
Okay, well that's too bad, Radakan. Well, let's get... Well, we didn't do the communities on last time, so let's do that. You have some time to spare, so you decide to enter a Splash Kaboom speedrun competition. As you sit down and get ready to crush your rivals, you hear an announcement. The competition is over. You shouldn't have wasted all that time sitting down. Sign up for a slow run competition next time. Oh well, at least you had 2 fun sitting. Okay, you're sitting in the lobby with Nico when Omen walks up with a notebook, looking troubled. Nico, you are an expert on this whole being good thing, are you not?
Justice will
Yes, I did a lot of
prevail.
research on being a hero to cosplay one accurately. I walked tons of old ladies across the street, even a few said they weren't going that way. Silly old babies. Good. Here's the situation. I'm required by the Redemption Arc program to write a short essay on the good deeds I've done this week. The trouble is that I've done so many good deeds I cannot fit them all into a page. Will you help me pick the best ones? Totally! You've got a list there? Let me see. Use the elevator, did not stab the bus driver, ate a hot dog. I hate to break it to you, but these aren't good deeds. They're just normal behavior.
What?
What? Then what constitutes a good deed? Good deeds are supposed to help people or improve society in general. Did you not see that I ate a hot dog? I saved society from my hunger-induced rage. You're welcome. It's also kind of implied that your good deed shouldn't benefit you directly.
See you.
This is asinine. I'm unredeeming myself and returning to a life of evil. Goodbye. No! I miss you! If you get imprisoned for evilness again, we won't be able to hang out anymore! Well, that may be inevitable unless you can help me pull off an essay-worthy good deed before tonight's meeting. Then there's no time to lose. Help Omen think of a good deed to do stat! Write a letter to your local congressperson asking for meaningful change. It's like the socially conscious version of writing a letter to Santa. Donate blood. They usually don't ask whose blood it is. That is true. That's true. Write a letter to your local congressperson. Okay. Donate blood. A bit later, you, Omen, and Nico roll up to the blood bank. Hello, says the nurse at the front desk. Are you 3 here to donate blood today? Yes, we have 2 bags of this stuff. I request that you only use it to save someone cool. What is this? It's blood! No need to thank us. Actually, I was hoping to receive some kind of thanks and perhaps a lollipop. But you're supposed to donate your own blood.
Huh.
Exactly. I took this blood, therefore it is mine. It's nice and fresh, too. The bag's even still warm. That isn't comforting. Where did you get this blood?
Nice job, idiots.
Oz, you said they would not ask that. I said they usually don't. Can I get a supervisor over here?
Ah!
Abort, abort! I'm on it. Omen knocks out the nurse with their flail. Blood gushes from her head wound.
I like this idea.
Well, no reason to let that go to waste. You fill a bag with the nurse's blood and add it to your generous donation. What good citizens you are. You gain 2 boldness and lose 2 charm.
But there's too many options.
Yeah. Alright, Hotel vendors lobby. Let's do hotel. You're chilling in your hotel room and decide to browse the room service list. Wow, they have all sorts of kinds. 6-pack of beer, lots of shoelaces, even the very concept of creativity. That last one is expensive, but since money isn't a stat anymore, it'd be a net gain stat-wise. Shortly after, someone brings you to creativity and several shoelaces. Imagine all you can do with all this. Perfect. You head back to the hotel rooms to recharge for a bit, but you find Doug and Nico doing some sort of guided meditation while Omen naps. Battle. Ship. Battle. Ship. Ship. Battle. Oh man, I messed up again! I'll never get it at this rate. You ask what the it he is trying to get is, because so far you've got no clue. We're training. You know the game Battleship? I signed up for a tournament later today, but all the competitors are super intense. Tattoos and scars everywhere. They kept saying really smart sounding things like, yes, I used to favor the Sea Rat opening, but I've been more inclined towards the Tropical Storm Gambit as of late. And they all had really brightly colored hair. Not a single disposable background character in sight. Doug was a bit nervous since he doesn't even technically have hair, but I told him not to worry. There's no challenge that can't be overcome with a quick training arc. Nico, I cannot sleep through your foolishness any longer. Doug doesn't need friendship, he needs tutelage from an expert military commander. Me. Let's head to the port. I will need to inspect your battleship fleet if I am to give you proper naval advice. Oh, there actually aren't any real battleships involved. We use these little game pieces, see? And we wage battle by throwing them at each other with violence. It's not really a real battle either. We mostly say letters and numbers at each other.
What?
Well, that's stupid. Let's try the meditation again. You were super close to cracking it. I don't know. I think I need some more if I want to stand a chance. Do you know any good battleship tactics? Oh, excuse me. Oh, goodness. Sorry. Okay. Emotional warfare. Every time they hit one of your ships, tell the opponent the names of naval officers they've just killed. I actually have done this scenario before, and I did use that. Peek at the opponent's grid. The game provides such weak protection from peeking that you can't understand why no one's exploited this already, so we'll do the second one and see what happens. Armed with your new technique, Doug goes to the tournament, and he's immediately on a roll. It's just one hit after another for him. Excuse me, can I just lean over there for 1 sec? Thanks, okay, got it. A6. What? No, it can't be. You saved my battleship! Wow, incredible. Such clean hits, not a single miss. It's unlike any technique I've seen. How does he do it? Wouldn't they like to know? Doug storms his way through the competition, taking out ships with an almost supernatural precision. Another flawless win. You don't think he could be peeking at his opponent's board, could he? No way. Is such a thing even possible? Maybe in theory, but it's never been done. It has to be against the rules, right? Right, but is it? Doug makes it all the way to the grand finale. You cheer as he peeks like his life depends on it. He lands hit after hit until finally the reigning champion sinks to his knees. Please, no more. Good game, young champion, but please, answer just one question for this dying old man.
Huh?
Dying? Oh my god, should we call an ambulance or... How did you do it? How did you play such a flawless game? Oh, that's easy, I just picked at your ships every time. Of course. What an incredible idea. Elegant in its simplicity. How did we never think of it before? Doug uses his winnings to take you and the others out for ice cream. Thanks for training him. You gain 2+ fun for understanding Battleship's game design and how to properly exploit it, but lose 2 charm. And as for the future of Battleship, Doug's peeking changed the meta forever. In time, a new legendary player arose and developed a counter, but that's a story for another day.
You sure it's my turn?
Excellent. Okay, well, see, we did good. We sorta did good. Okay, time to shop. Okay. Ooh, dragon heat. Okay, work. Okay. Near the merch hall, you find a mysterious fortune-telling machine. Ah, yes, Zoltar. There's a sign that says, "Ask a wish and Zoltar will grant it." Originality is not your strong suit, so you ask to be big. The machine spits out a ticket that says, "Your wish is granted." You keep walking around waiting to get bigger, but you don't feel any different until you look at your butt. Yes, you now have a big, juicy, two-charm butt. Wishes do come true. Come on, booty! You're searching for some place to buy a gently used body pillow when you see Omen, Doug, and Nico gathered around a strange camo patterned booth.
Wow.
Wow, Nico, did you see this poster? It says this anime has almost 500,000 fans worldwide. I can't even count that high. I'll bet none of them are better fans than me. Fans of... what's this fandom called again? This fandom is called... not ARMY. Oh my gosh. As a... As a BTS fan, the jokes are coming. The jokes are reeling through my head. This fandom is called ARMY, and it's so good it'll kill every other fandom and take their stuff. I'm a little... you know, okay, I used to be really active as a BTS fan. I used to like stream videos, I used to stream the albums, I used to be really deep into it. And yeah, honestly, being a part of that fandom, you do kind of feel like you're essentially part of the military, because it's just like there are like all these like very particular plans and methods that we use to stream and vote and to do all these things, and it's like, you know, you don't think about it when you're doing it, but like looking back on it, I'm like, dang, that was crazy. I was a part of that. You know, I still love BTS very much, but I did step back from like being in the K-pop, like the intense K-pop like fandom sphere. It was a lot for me. Eventually I had to be like, okay, I need to like step back a little bit, because it's not like always the most mentally healthy space. And also I, you know, was spending a lot of money on stuff, and you know, it's good for, you know, for people who can who are financially blessed in that aspect. Do what you want, but for me, I'm working class, so very working class. So eventually I had to kind of like pick and choose and kind of give up, you know, buying so much. And, you know, being an international fan now is probably not good because of all the tariffs. So anyway, all right. So I distrust your grand pronouncements. What makes this fandom so powerful? Let me put it this way, every year we get more funding than healthcare, education, and public transit combined. This is about the actual army, I'm pretty sure. Clearly everyone must love us. It's not like we've got such a monopoly on force that the government itself is scared of upsetting us. It's all love. Wow, I love public transit. People leave so much cool stuff behind on their seats. If this is better than that, I'm in. And those uniforms. Iconic. I'm already working on my army sauna. My friends, this is obviously a cynical recruitment attempt by a thinly disguised military superpower. The real question is this: do we get our own guns? Oh baby, you'll get so many guns you can use them instead of clothes. Oh no, as much as you love to imagine your friends dressed in full gun corps, you won't be able to smooch any of them if they all die in war. But how will you convince them not to join? Tell your friends that the army is lame. All the cool people are joining the Space Force. Not the Space Force. Show your friends how the army stifles creative expression by asking whether you can customize your weapons and uniforms. Hell. Let's do the second one. I want to know what happens in that. Customize your... What? No! Wait, you mean we can't even buy custom skins? Oh, see? Ugh, I knew we shouldn't have spent all that money funding first-person shooters. It creates unrealistic expectations. I mean, you can totally customize your weapons in ways that improve ergonomics efficiency. Cool, right? Great! I want to hang my collection of waifu charms for my automatic rifle. Would you say that improves the ergonomics, or is it more of an efficiency thing? Neither. You can't stop my friend from living his truth. Next you'll tell me I'm not allowed to cosplay a sensitive cowboy who only just joined the army to make friends. I can see I'm not getting through to you two, but what about you, malevolent dictator? Surely you understand the importance of matching uniforms? What? Oh, I never planned on joining your army, worm. I only wanted to distract you while I stole all these guns. Now I will be unstoppable. No, my guns! Who would have thought that bringing military weaponry to a convention could have such dire consequences? Everybody run! Thankfully, it turns out Omen has never fired a gun before, and he keeps trying to use them like swords instead. You gain 2 creativity for advocating self-expression, but lose 2 smarts from all the blows to the head. Okay, I cannot lose any more smarts, because then I'm jacked up. this round will end real fast. Okay, so we main stage or lobby? Let's go to lobby. Walking around the lobby, you see a flood of people coming in from the other areas. Crowd stampede! Trying not to panic, you remember what your yoga teacher taught you. When you get caught in the middle of a crowd stampede, remember to go with the flow. You do, and the flow consists of the crowd trampling you. Still, you gain 2 boldness for braving the stampede. You're hanging with Doug and Omen while they man the con info booth. The con volunteer middle manager enters the room. Ugh, I bet she has a task for us. Witness my spectacular technique to avoid labor.
Yellow.
Howdy, boss. Is there anything? Oh, it's a yokai, lantern yokai. Howdy, boss. Is there anything I can help you with, or that Omen can help you with when she gets out from under the table? Snitch. Yes, I need your help. There's a fake pass seller somewhere outside, and we accidentally let in tons of people with fake passes. We gotta find the fake seller. You know, I'm gonna be honest, that actually being a fake seller for a con, like, not worth the money, because these days, it doesn't really work that way. You know, it's like, I'm gonna tell you, like, most people just scam you online because it's a lot easier to scam that way. It's a lot harder to scam in person. But anyway, sorry. I know this is just part of the game. I'm just saying. I just gotta put in my 2 cents now. Do you think you two can throw out all the fake pass holders? Easily. I simply don't want to. Well, too bad, because you have to. I'll check back with you in an hour. Don't worry, ma'am. Your trust in me isn't misplaced. I'll work myself to the bone to find. Oh, you're leaving. I was still talking, ma'am. I said I'll work myself to the bone to find the phony passes. So we have to find the fake pass holders as well? That's idiotic. I thought we only had to throw them out. How are we supposed to tell the difference between a legitimate pass and a fake one? Sorry, this is Nico's film noir cosplay, so I have to do this right. Dame was right. It'd be a tough nut to crack, but soon all the papers will be praising the amazing detective who solved the case of the counterfeit con. Hey Nico, are you gonna help us find the fake pass holders? Yes, I will, even though it's such a complex, tragic case. A crime with no villains, only victims. My hardened heart breaks for these fake pass holders. They walk among legitimate guests, never knowing what crime they committed. Is it even their fault?
Yeah.
Maybe not, but we have a responsibility to protect the con. My manager is counting on me. And let us get it over with so that I may return to eating popcorn and brooding. How shall we find the criminals? Excuse me. Fool them by making up a promotion. Upgrade your fake pass. Oh, fake passes to cool, exclusive fake VIP passes. Access the security cameras to investigate this heinous crime by using a fake security pass. This is the first one.
Now you're talking.
Sly move, Oz. We'll reel those guys in like flies to honey. What upgrades should we offer with the fake VIP passes? We gotta make them an offer they can't refuse. Free hugs? People around here seem to love free hugs. Better. Hugs at a discounted price of $5. This way, they will know that these hugs are far more valuable than the free ones. Can we also offer free jet skis? Just imagine riding a jet ski with a VIP badge around your neck. I think that's the coolest anyone could possibly look. Sure, I know nothing about the current state of inflation, but buy one fake pass, get one free jet ski is probably a good deal. I don't know, Omen. Has the world shattered so many of our dreams that a jet ski is the most we can aspire to? Oh, deep. Ugh, is a free jet ski not enough for you, greedy? I mean, since you asked, 2 jet skis would be an even better deal.
Whoa!
Whoa, raiding 2 jet skis at once? You're convincing levels of cool that I didn't even think were possible. You set up a stand in the merch hall and advertise your fake VIP passes, discount hugs, and complimentary jet skis. You find several fake pass holders and throw them in con jail. You still give them discounted hugs because even criminals need a hug every now and then. You gain 2 charm, but lose 2 boldness. That's okay as long as I don't lose smarts. Time to get back to the con.
My turn? Really?
Oh, is this what the extra thing? That's what I was wondering. I was like, what's the extra, you know? Okay, so there are 2 parts where there are 2 extra like half con days, I guess, yeah? Okay. I see. You proposed TTRPG classes. Actually, I want to know about this. Druid 2, yes. Guy with a gun, yes. Rogue, was this already a class? Can't remember. Yes. Beige Mage. So I'm down for Druid 2. Druid 2 is where I'm at, because I am regularly either a monk or a druid. Hee hee hee. I sometimes want to try different classes, but I was like, those are my main classes. I usually mix them. I usually multi-class them together, or I just do one or the other. Okay, depending. Okay. You sit down to watch a panel about new proposed TTRPG classes. There are tons of cool options like insurance salesperson, horse with knife shoes, and Steve. Your mind is bursting with new TTRPG world-building ideas to counter Steve's naturally overpowered abilities, giving you 2 smarts. Later, you're at the hotel bar with Doug and Nico. You progress past the happy tipsy stage and are deep into sad boy hours. Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to sound ungrateful. My dad loves me, but I never felt like he's tried to understand my hobbies or why I like the things that I... Yeah. Everybody shut up! Right now. I have glorious news. I finally tracked down my old magic grimoire from my villain days. I found time to check my old evil lairs for my belongings. Most of them have been converted into Airbnbs, but I found my grimoire buried in one of the bathrooms. The owner was irate, but you cannot make an omelet without breaking a few toilets, or however the saying goes.
Dang!
Good for you, Omen. What spell are you gonna cast first? Good question. One of my favorites was an incantation that turns people inside out. Oh yeah! Such a slow, hilarious way to die. You're not gonna do that one, are you? Well, now I have to. Trust me, Doug, you'll love it. Corpus inversionem mysticum! Why do you look the same, Nico? Were you already inside out or something?
What?
You tried to cast it on me? I think the problem is, you know, the whole being defeated and imprisoned in a suit that blocks your magical powers thing? Oh, right. Hey, cheer up. I'm sure you can still cast some of the spells in here without magic.
Heck yeah!
Yeah, it's like when you were making brownies but forgot to buy sugar, so you use applesauce instead. Virtually the same dish. Someone needs to enroll Doug in a cooking class stat, but right now you've got to cheer up. Oh, cheer up Omen by finding a spell they can cast with no magic. The spell is for shooting metal projectiles at a deadly speed. You're pretty sure that's just a gun. You don't need a possession spell to control someone else's body. Just piggyback ride them. Wait a second. Yes, we are doing that. Good idea, Oz. Without warning, they jump onto your back and start piggybacking you. You're reminded that Omen is covered in painful metal spikes. You didn't think this through. Yeah, because it's an Iron Maiden. The cape is an Iron Maiden. I claim ownership of your mind. Walk to the frozen confectionery store and buy me a milked shake. Yes, Omen, anything for you, Omen, we all say as you walk toward the ice cream parlor. Oz, I command you to think dirty thoughts. Okay. What are you thinking about? Oops. Very nice. Ooh, new idea. I command you to fly. But I can't fly, that's impossible. Nothing is impossible under my command, and I command you to fly. You're about to protest again when you realize that Omen's been pulling your hair to guide you Ratatouille style and led you to the edge of cliff. Go, Oz, let's fly! To no one's surprise but Omen's, you fall off the cliff. It's a very long drop. Holy crap, are you guys okay? Ugh. Yes. Luckily, Oz broke my fall. Apologies, Oz. I forgot that the flight spell and the mind control spells are different. Fear not, we shall get it right next time. Besides all your broken bones, this has been great fun. Too fun, even, but you lost to boldness on the way down.
But I'm not prepared.
Indeed. Indeed you do. Let's see. Oh, I thought that was the hotel. That was actually the main stage. I'm mixing up the places. Okay, so let's go here. You decide to attend a round table on round tables. What a fascinating subject. You discuss the various circumferences of tables, rank building materials, and talk about famous knights that have sat around round tables of old. You also talk plenty about square and rectangular tables. Yes, right angles. You gain 2 fun because circles are the most hilarious shape. Well, they are, honestly, yeah. Circles are. You and Nico are roaming the community zone when you find Omen muttering to herself in the corner.
Yo!
Hark, what ails you, my foul-mouthed friend? Ugh, I joined up with some people to play a tabletop game, but they kicked me out of the match for no reason. I'm innocent, I tell you. I'm being unjustly maligned. Really? That isn't fair at all. Let me talk to
Hey,
him.
remember me? I'm Nico.
Greetings, fellow warriors. I heard that you kicked my friend out of your battle. You mean the Iron Maiden lady? Yeah, she was kind of being the worst. Barely knew the rules. She cheated on the few rules she did know, and she stabbed Kenny in the leg. No cool, whimpers Kenny, who's using his Superman cape as a tourniquet for his wound. I see. Yeah, they're probably not gonna invite you back. Stabbing one of them was kind of extreme. He looked at me funny. I roasted the challenge of my enemy. Omen, look at me. You have no enemies. Nobody in this world deserves to get hurt. Except for Kenny. Screw that guy. But I admit that you are more skilled in the arts of talking and being nice. How do you propose I convince them to let me rejoin the game, Nico? It would take a miracle, which is why Oz is the perfect man for the job. Yep, this is your problem now. Coach Omen on how to behave so the tabletop gamers will take him back. Oh my goodness. Okay, hold on. Having good manners is just learning a different way to say things. Well played is just code for, I will kill you in your sleep. It's too late for them to accept Omen. Just kidnap one of the players and wear their face as a mask. They won't even need to restart the current match. What? Wait. Okay, hold on. Okay, hold on. Let me think. These are both good. I hate it. I hate when they're both so good. I'm pretty sure the second one will give me boldness, so I'm gonna do that. Now you're speaking my language. The language of murder. Omen lurks by the door, and when Kenny leaves to go to the bathroom, she pounces on him and carves his face off with her knife. Before disturbing players with delicate sensibilities, we will represent Omen wearing Kenny's face with an emoji. Yeah, it's best. How do I look? Bloody and terrifying. My favorite. She enters the room. They let her play, but it's hard to say if your plan worked or if they're all just too scared to anger someone wearing their friend's face. Either way, everyone is so distracted and disturbed that Omen wins.
That was clever indeed.
It worked. You are an unmitigated genius, Oz. I always believed in you, Omen. Can you stop wearing the face now, though? Sure, it stinks anyway. You gain 2 boldness for your bristly switcheroo, but lose 2 charm.
My turn?
I needed that boldness. Okay, lobby, hotel. Let's go to the hotel. You're chilling at the hotel room with nothing to do, looking around for cheap entertainment. You notice April's purse hanging from a chair. Not April's purse. Will you dare violate the sanctity of an idol's purse? Of course you will. You grab the purse, open it, and there's a gun in there. Oh no. No way. This is too horrible to describe. Don't count on me to utter these words. Oh, is it the balloon? I don't remember what it is. Oh, here, have 2 creativity and go imagine it on your own. I'm out. Oh, okay, sorry. Maybe there's a hand in there or something. Afterwards, you and your friends are in the hotel room debating on the least sexual way to eat a banana when an alarm on April's phone goes off.
I've got a thing, so...
Whoop. Sorry, gotta cut this short. I need to do a quick stream to keep up follower engagement. Ah yes, stimulating one's stimulating? Okay, it is stimulating. Stimulating one's followers is an important part of being an overlord, lest they get ideas for a revolt. Maybe stay to watch your technique. Sure, I suppose. Just sit over there and try not to be distracting.
Welcome to my stream!
Hello, my silly geese. I missed you all, so I thought I'd do a short stream before I head back to SpookyCon. Let's check the chat. Thanks for subscribing, Cupcake Kitty Cat. Oh my gosh, the alliteration. Welcome to April's Fools, honk honk. Hey, April! 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 Hey! You call this controlling your oh, they're in the chat. Your underlings? Ridiculous. You should be seeing fire. So who wants to watch me brush my hair? April, why you no respond? Question mark, question mark, question mark. How did you type on this thing? E. April. DX. What can I do for you, Nico cosplay? Oh, whoa. I miss you, hee. I miss you too, person I've never met before. What are you talking about, period? That is Nick, and this is your friend Omen. Remember, we killed the bell together last night? Yeah, we're besties. Watch, I'll post your exact location. I shouldn't. Have mercy. Don't you dare! Looks like we've got trolls in the chat. My mod Oz will take care of it, right, Oz? You understand this is a thinly veiled plea to shut Omen and Nico up. But how? Pick one for the team. Tell Nico and Omen you urgently need them to rethink your brand. Distract Omen and Nico with something flashy, like using a flare gun in an indoor space. Is that boldness again? Let's do this one. I think this might have some smart in it, and if not, it's fine. You brace yourself for shenanigans and ask Nico and Omen for help rethinking your brand. Your brand? What is that? It's like another word for image. Oz wants us to help him change how other people see him. That makes sense. He does present a terrible image of himself to the world. You should get a helicopter, Oz. Being a helicopter guy will be a super cool brand. What is a helicopter?
You're talking.
You'll love it, trust me. It's like a ceiling fan with extra weapons. I'm like 99% sure I can't afford a helicopter. Excuses, you must make more room in your budget for essential purchases. Whatever, you go back to check out April.
Hi, cutie pie!
Hey Oz, thanks for blocking those trolls for me. You're a big help. Look, this helicopter would be perfect. It could definitely kill someone. Yeah, but it's green. I don't think green matches Oz's vibe.
Catch you later!
I'll just finish this stream in the bathroom where it's quieter. Oh, chat, get your minds out of the gutter. You're about to pat yourself on the back, but as soon as April leaves, you get bombarded with emails from different banks. What? There's the man of the hour. Nico and I took out 11 bank loans! 11 bank note loans in your name. What?
Ooh,
It's all good. Now you can afford this helicopter we bought you. And the best part, it's not even green. Well, at least your friends are happy with you, which is worth 60 years of crippling debt, probably. You gain 2 charm and lose 2 fun.
I'm scared of big crowds.
Well, here we are. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Oh, okay, so we can do lobby or merch hall. I always need to do the merch hall, but let's switch it up. Let's go to the lobby. Walking around the lobby, you see Kid tripping over and scratching his knees. Stupid kids, when will they learn? Still, you decide to take pity on him. You don't know how to comfort a child, so you pat his head and say, "You have no enemies." You leave proud of your words of wisdom. He doesn't stop crying, but you gain 2 boldness for how cool you look inside your head. Later, you walk past the con jail, the room where rule breakers go to think about what they've done. You got some familiar faces among the inmates. I hate you, Omen. We wouldn't be here if you hadn't stolen that plushie and made a big scene. It was the seller who made the scene. I was simply matching his energy.
Objection!
You have nothing to fear. Your attorney is here. I'll let you 2 out of this faster than you can say objection. We're screwed. Officers, how long do you intend to keep my clients behind bars? Well, they tried to steal, so I was thinking we'd keep them at least overnight. Overnight? Perhaps we could commute their sentences. Instead of saying overnight in con jail, they could spend 3 years in regular prison.
What the fuck?
What? Nico! Don't worry, everyone knows that legally, 1 day of con jail equals 5 years of prison. You're getting the better end of the deal. That's absurd, untrue, and definitely not something anybody knows. Dibs on the top bunk when we get to prison. We are not going to prison!
Huh.
If that is a trick to try and get the top bunk first, be sure that I will shank you. Nico might actually be onto something. Surely you can broker a deal with the gods to bail Omen and Liam out of jail, but what? Commute the sentence by doing community service, but you're not ready to touch grass yet, so what about making it online community service? That's good, that's a good one. Tell the guards that Omen and Liam can offer valuable insight into catching Spooky Con's biggest criminal, the cockdoodler. Wait a second. That. Okay. Here's where I'm straying. So, I think the top one probably has smarts attached to it. But the second one, the second one's so... No, let's just do the second one, it's fine. That'll be great, actually. The cockdoodler has been a thorn in my diaper all weekend. You check all the places the cockdoodler has vandalized. It seems that hill wall, floor, or distracted person's shirt is safe from their reign of phallic terror. I bet that guy's the cockdoodler. He has an evil, lusty look in his eyes. You can't just keep pointing out random people and asserting that they're the cockdoodler. Why not? Statistically speaking, I have to be right eventually. No, we gotta follow the facts. We're dealing with someone with an artistic flair, a disdain for the status quo, and a love of cocks.
No, I think I cracked this case.
Liam, I'm afraid that makes you our prime suspect. Oh no! My love of cock has been held to a perfectly legal standard. Oh look, it must be that girl. Just look at her shifty gaze. What did I just tell you? Actually, partner, I think she's right about this one. That girl's eyes are very shifty. What? Okay, whatever. We gotta wrap this case up anyway, or the chief's gonna get pissed. Let's bring her in. What? It'll be okay, ma'am. If you need a lawyer, call Nico Sharp, face attorney at law. The law is truly in shambles. And it's a good thing we're here. Oh, we were there. That was some excellent sleuthing, Omen. Good job catching the prep. Oh no, you misunderstand. I am the cockdoodler. I merely seized an opportunity to frame someone else for the crime. Omen, you know that as your Redemption Arc program sponsor, I have to scold you for breaking the law. But more than that, as a yaoi connoisseur, I have to teach you how to draw better. Thus, your police investigation ends with an erotic art lesson only at Spooky Con, eh? You gain 2 smarts, yeah. You gain 2 smarts and lose 2 charm. Perfect! I needed smarts. I needed that. We're here! Ah, now here's a man with a taste for mystery. Grab a box. Any box. They're all the same. And all infinitely different. Okay. Here we go. So. Either Major Arcana or Zodiac Thirst. Oh, this is tough. This is hard. Oh, wait, his face. I see. Oh, this is the same. Okay. No, let's do No Mercy. No Mercy Major Arcana. I want to see what I get. Give me that blind box figure. Do I have this one? Oh, it's the one that changes all the sound effects. Oh no. Okay. Well, it's where we are now. Pleasure doing business with you. I bet it was. I bet it was.
What should I write?
You feel a surge of creative inspiration and rush to work on your comic. What genius will your pen create today? Brainstorm and find out. The genie gives you $1 million, but there's a catch. You'll develop a serious addiction to puns. That one's okay. When you're talking to anyone, you'll make the persistent error of calling them bomb. You'll be stalked by a demon named Larry. Every morning you'll have to eat 6 burritos, causing a persistent tummy ache. Wait a second. That's good. That's good though. Let's do it. What conversation topic is severely underrated? Your mom jokes. Discussing the fact that while Tauruses are objectively hot, Geminis tend to be the worst. What not to name your fantasy characters unless you want them to sound dumb? Carcinization, a proven form of convergent evolution in which non-crab organisms evolve a crab-like body plant. Let's go, baby. Yes. Yes! This comic is going to be so good. I can see the future, okay? There it is. Yeah. Yeah. Of course. Okay. Bliss. Well, there was that time that a bunch of hot dogs showed up on screen. There was that. No. I think that was more distracting because, like, I get easily distracted visually, so... so that was probably worse than the fart sounds. The fart sounds are funny. Let's go to the community zone. There's a Smash Your Bros tournament. Oh, of course, Smash Your Bros. A tournament going on at the community zone. You sign up because love always trumps violence. The matches involve... Sorry, the fart sound. Matches involve 8 players each, and things get horny and confusing quite fast. In the end, it's very hard to tell who actually won, but you all surely got too fun in the process. Of course. You'd like to find yourself with Zoe, Omen, and Nico attending a miniature painting workshop. Time to get your art on.
Hello everybody, I'm excited to create with you all today. Why don't we take turns showing off our unpainted minis first?
If we must. I brought this.
But that isn't a miniature, it's a figurine. This is a miniature painting workshop.
I fail to see the distinction. Both are small statues, are they not?
I guess, but your figurine is already painted. Painting over the previous artist's work will destroy their art.
Counterpoint, I believe that it will improve it. Wait until you see the fishnets I'm going to paint on this thing. Your loins will surely tremble.
The figurines are too big. You'll need to use more paint than the amount I'm allowing each of you to use for free.
I mean, I could just let Omen use some of my paint.
No, you can't share paint! Look, miss, if you can't follow the rules, I'm going to have to kick you out.
This seems to be a trend.
Try it. I have laid waste to better warriors than you, puny man.
Okay, Sly.
You shan't survive a battle against the undefeatable Omen.
But you are defeatable, right? Weren't you in prison for like a century because you were defeated? Or was that, like, by choice?
Not now, Nico.
I think it's safe to say that tensions are running high. You should de-escalate this situation before Omen gets kicked out of the workshop. Okay, call the organizer's mother and see how she feels about her son being a gatekeeping jerk. I might do that. How uncultured. Everyone knows that figurines are the fathers of miniatures. How do you think the miniatures are made? Okay, right. These are both good. I'm gonna go with the second one.
What? That's not how it works at all. You are uneducated, young one. Let an experienced Ronin explain the miniature birds and the bees. See, you're an evil little knight here. It isn't an evil knight. It's a paladin of chaos from the Shadow Seas. Oh! Okay, sorry, your paladin of chaos is clearly the child of... Omen, what character is your figurine again?
No idea. I only bought her because she has big boob. Work. I call her Captain Boobs.
Okay, well, your paladin of chaos is clearly the adorable love child of Captain Boobs. You're lying! No, I'm acting. That's what lying's called when you do it in character.
Acting. Omen picks up Captain Boobs and starts moving her and speaking in a funny voice. Listen, my spawn. I am indeed your father. I hope that one day you'll rule with me as I figured Omen's really bad at this, so as the lord of these lands despite your rebellious streak.
Nuh-uh, you're not my dad. You're a figurine, and dads suck anyway, because they think painting minis is a stupid hobby.
Oh, here we go. Nah, more daddy issues. I was mistaken, my spawn. I said those things out of ignorance, incapable as I was of seeing that your passion is valid as any other. But now I understand my error. I am proud of you, my spawn, and I will always be, no matter the size of the statues you paint.
Wow, that means a lot. I love your dad.
He makes Captain Boobs embrace the Paladin of Chaos, while sobbing. Yes, yes, I love you too. Now let us cease this insipid pity-party so that Omen may paint some scintillating fishnets on my luscious thighs. He allows it after he's sobbed his heart out. You paint some statues and gain 2 smarts, but you also lose 2 charm. Uh-oh, my charm is going. I mean, I don't know how I get any charm with the fart sounds, so... You find a cool shirt you like in a commercial stand. It costs $3.99 monster dollars. Then you buy a cool zine for $2.99 monster dollars, and a set of anime badges for $1.99 monster dollars. You then buy a pack of gum for 99-cent monster dollars. You have 4 loose coins jiggling in your pocket. It's annoying. Luckily, you find a shady guy who whispers, "Give it to me. I'll get you 2 charm." You feel dirty for some reason, but you got stats and your pockets aren't jiggling anymore. Haunts are a great place to buy all the merch you could ever want, but they're also filled with all the merch you could never want, like crappy fanzines.
Hi!
Okay, hold on. Can I remember her voice that I gave her?
Hi, can I please interest any of you in buying a fanzine?
I remember this. Okay.
No, thanks. Ah, let's buy one. She said please. It'd be wrong for a ranger to ignore such a polite damsel in need. Yes, that's it. I need your help. I need to sell 20 of these fanzines before the end of the day or I'll die. What? No way!
What a predicament you find yourself in. Are you cursed?
No, I've seen this before. The mob must have kidnapped this woman's child, and they're threatening to kill the child if she doesn't sell 20 fanzines. We have to help her. What? No, she's obviously lying. She never even mentioned the mob. Come on, Liam. We have to help her sell these zines. Think of the children.
Liam, you are always telling me to redeem myself. Here we have a chance to fight the mob, and you want to walk away? I must either fight evil or be evil. Your choice.
Okay, fine. I guess it's easier to sell 20 fanzines than to make you shut up. Yay!
3 hours later.
Selling these zines isn't as easy as I thought it would be.
Indeed, I've been reading them and they are unfathomably bad. Perhaps the seller deserves to die at the hands of a cursed mob.
No! A good ranger never gives up. That kidnapped child is counting on us. You're with me, right, Oz? Let's go in and think of a way to sell these zines!
Okay, post a recipe on a popular cooking blog on how to cook a delicious souffle with only eggs, buttermilk, flour, and 20 fanzines. Wear a fanzine as a hat and act so incredibly confident that everyone will want to buy one as a fashion statement, you know? So it's either food or fashion. You know what? I think I'm gonna go with fashion, but I will tell you something. So, sorry. It's funny because it's like, it's actually not too bad to sell fanzines, especially if they are like what's the word? Especially if you advertise it online to the right community, if that makes sense. It's really not that hard. It's like pretty easy. So if you are having a hard time selling a fanzine, I don't know if this character in particular is only selling a fanzine of only their art. That's a particularly different situation. Because if you build up your audience, and you figure out what your audience is like down to buy, easy. But if you kind of like do it with no backing, it's like it's always just gonna be luck based, you know. So my advice is, as a person who went to school for comics, yeah, in this day and age, audience is almost everything when it comes to how you sell yourself. Sometimes if you just do mostly cons, it's a little easier too, because then you're opening yourself up to an audience, but you don't always get into cons every time, especially these days where it's like super hard to get into cons nowadays. So yeah, anyway, sorry, I just wanted to give that little bit of advice, even though this is a parody at the moment, but I just want to put that out there. So we're gonna wear these fanzines as a hat. You put a zine on your head and wear it proudly around the con. Yes, we do. People stare at you, but nobody asks to buy one. You start to deflate a bit. Are you uncool? Don't give up, eyes. Heroes always persevere in the face of hardship. Do not let them see you back down, my friend, where you'll cringe with pride. Now take it off. I knew this was a dumb idea. In the end, it's Liam's inspiring lack of belief that makes you go all in. You're Oz, the dumb idea guy. Who would you be if a bad idea embarrassed you now? Exactly. That's what I'm in. I'm in, bestie. Exactly. You double down and put 2 more scenes on your head. We're here. Okay. Whoa, look at that guy over there with the zines on his head. What a look. When he just had the one zine on his head, I thought it was a dumb mistake, but 3. That's a bold statement. Do you want some zines for yourself? Oz's fashion genius is catching on fast. Totally, I'll take 3 zines, please. Soon enough, you started a new fashion trend, sold all the zines and managed to maybe save the kidnapped kid. And if that was enough of a victory, when you get back to the hotel that night, you can catch Liam trying the zines on for size. It's not what it looks like! You gain 2 charm and lose 2 creativity, you funky little trend center. Liam. Because he's a hipster, he can't be caught being on trend, you know? Okay. Meow, 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 meow. Let's go to the hotel. You get an ice cream cone at a food stand. You ate it too fast! Brain freeze! You feel like you can't move. You stand still for what seems like ages. The entire con passes in front of you. You imagine everything you'll miss out on, and now that you're forever frozen, suddenly the brain freeze passes. After such a traumatic experience, your neural pathways have been changed forever, effectively giving you 2 creativity. After you've napped, showered, and finally gotten that stubborn cosplay beast to stay in place, it's time for you and your friends to return to the call. Where did I leave the room key? Nico, have you seen it? Perhaps, but it's my wizardly duty to pose a challenge to thee. If you want the key, answer my riddles 3. What? No, if you know where the key is, just tell me. Here's your first riddle, and I trust I'm no fooler. What is the difference between a jailer and a jeweler? I know, one is a jailer and one is a jeweler. You know, at times I am so intelligent I astound even myself. I really don't have time for this. Just tell me where the key is so we can leave. They just said that they cannot tell you the key's location until you answer their riddles. Are you obstinate on purpose, Liam, or just stupid? You forfeit the riddle one. Here's the second of the 3. What needle has an eye but cannot see?
I accidentally gave away the answer. That one doesn't count. Okay, Nico, I've got a riddle for you. How far did the mimic have to push the vampire until the mimic lost all their blood? Dang, that's a good one. Can I buy a vowel? As funny as it is to rile him up, you don't want him to add Nico to his liquid diet. You need to get Nico to tell him where the key is. Challenge Nico to a riddle off. If they can't answer your riddles either, they have to relinquish the keys to the superior riddler. Call Nico's bluff. They have no idea what the answers to their own riddles are, so answer whatever. Oh! Let's do the second one. Nico, you've challenged the rest, but can you prove to me that your riddles are the best? Surely you jest. Here's your first test. I'm not alive, but I grow. I don't have lungs, but I need air. I don't have a mouth, but water kills me. What am I? A mime in an invisible bucket. Little weird, but it sounds right to me, but this next one won't be so easy. 2 mayors of Monstropolis had the same parents, but were not brothers. How can this be possible? Easy. Incest. That makes no sense. Incestuous brothers would still be brothers. Also, ew. Correct again. But will you win in the end? What number am I thinking of now and how? That's not even a riddle. You can't make any question. Oh, you can't make any question a riddle by asking it in rhyme. You're not thinking about a number. You're thinking about how itchy that fake beard is. Nico freezes mid-beard scratch. Then they give you a long, slow, one-person round of applause. Well done, Oz. You've earned the room key and my respect. But here's my secret. The key was inside you all along. That makes even less sense than your dumb riddles. Actually, I made Oz swallow the key while he was sleeping yesterday, so who looks dumb now? Seriously? We need the key before we can leave! In due time, my impatient pupil. All doors eventually open. We're talking about butts, aren't we? Well, you solved the riddle trial and technically saved the day by eventually producing the key. So you're 2 for 2, as in boldness. Or -2 smarts. Should we do the main stage or the lab? Let's do the main stage. Soft or hard magic system. World building choices when writing your magical girl story. Rubs hands. You decide to attend a panel on the merits of soft versus hard magic systems in magical girl fiction. After getting the required jokes out of the way, you actually learn a lot of valuable info about world-building mechanics. You gain 2 smarts from all that knowledge and from learning so many new jokes. Later, April invites you, Nico, and Omen to keep her company during her autograph signing session. Sounds hype! You know, April, I thought that this internet fame of yours would involve you asserting control and exerting power. I'm disappointed to learn that it mostly entails you being nauseatingly polite to strangers and repetitively writing your name on things. Yep, aren't autograph sessions awesome? Cons really are a world of fun. Nice to meet you, my darling April's fool. What's your name? Why are you making that face, April? Are you having a nervous breakdown? It was about time. I'm fine. Don't worry about it. Hung. I gotta take a wicked dump. Your name's Kate, do you say? Do you spell that with a C or a K? You need a bathroom break, April? I'm sure your agency will let you off to go do whatever nasty business you need to do. Yeah, no, April's only fulfilled 128 minutes of her mandatory autographing session. She can have a 10-minute bathroom break at the 3-hour mark. 10 minutes isn't gonna be enough to lay this massive lock. Yeah, I have an idea. Let's not talk about it anymore. Bathroom habits aren't something an idol should discuss in front of her fans. What do you mean? The Hollow Stars always talk about bathroom breaks. JK, they call it an idol meeting. Do not be a prude, April. It's natural. If you cannot hold it, roll down your stockings and do what you must. Yeah, I bet we could rig up some kind of pipe from your chair to the bathroom so you don't sneak up the place. Absolutely not. Yikes, this dumb is at DEF CON too. I can't hold it back much longer. Hope y'all brought your raincoats. April looks like she's either going to die or kill everyone else in the room. Be a good friend and think of a way to let her take a poop without breaking a contract. So, the last time I did this,
we moved it to the bathroom. So, yeah. The last time I did this was the bathroom, and then this one was offered to go to the bathroom on April's behalf. I don't remember if I did this, so I'm gonna do it. How does that help me, though? You really want to poop, so your good friend Oz has offered to poop for you. Where are we losing you? Paul, you lost me at all of it. You understand how pooping works, Omen. Do you, April? Do you? Look, April, we'll always have your back. Even if you can't achieve your dreams alone, we'll achieve them for you with the power of friendship. It's either this or we revisit the plan to run a pipe from your chair to the bathrooms. Okay, tell me more about this plan that doesn't involve me pooping in front of my fans. Well, you will be pooping, but you'll poop vicariously through Oz. Wait, is this not literal? I assumed Oz was using some sort of bowel switcheroo spell. Maybe. I choose to trust in the power of friendship between April and Oz. When you have faith, you don't ask for follow-up questions. Ooh, whatever we do, we better do it quick. That double be burritos coming out for revenge. Hi, Oz, go to the bathroom because that will undoubtedly help me somehow. Thanks a million. So you take the favor for a friend. You know what? It works, but we won't describe how it worked because it would go even beyond the toilet humor trigger warning, so what if we skip past that part? Either way, you gain 2 charm for having your friends back, but you lose 2 smarts. My fun is off the hook. Alright, day 3.2. Okay. So we skipped the lobby, so we'll do the lobby. Okay. You're roaming around the lobby when a tiny little dude pulls your shirt and whispers,
Hey, you need water. It's important to stay hydrated.
he offers you a bottle. You get so nervous about this social interaction that you temporarily forget how to properly use a bottle. You water yourself like the awkward little flower you are. You thank the stranger who's left confused. Well, maybe it's not so bad. What if the water was laced? Good thing you didn't manage to drink it like a normal person. You gain 2 boldness for navigating a potentially dangerous situation. You're wandering around when you see Omen and Liam arguing. A spooky constable as familiar to you as a merch table. One day to Lion Court, one day without this armor, that is all I ask. Then you're asking for too much. The Coven put you in that magic suppression armor for a reason. Yeah, a stupid reason. You tried to take over the world one time. I'm sorry, Omen. I know I've always championed your ability to be redeemed, but restoring your magic is a step too far. You need to make peace with your new reality. Even if you need any help with that, let me know. As if I'd even ask you to hold open a door for me, you insufferable underfed eggplant. That day, Omen? That century, more like. Liam refuses to authorize me to remove my cursed armor. It is unfortunate because there are many activities I would like to perform without it. Fingers crossed she's talking about sex. Alas, we must persevere. There are some other spells in my grimoire that I would like to cast, magic or not. I used to have the grandest of times summoning otherworldly creatures, sometimes to broker deals, sometimes just to have a chat. Ah, the halcyon days of youth. My inability to activate a summoning circle makes this impossible, but perhaps with your innovative ideas we could change that. Omen's ego is clearly riding on this, and hey, with any luck, this might result in her riding you someday. How can you summon an entity? No magic required. Actually, so, let's see. Summoning powerful entities is an exercise in selfishness. You're always calling them to come to you. Have you ever considered visiting them? I did this in another route. I don't remember whose route it was. But order a pizza, it's like summoning a delivery person, and includes pizza, which most traditional summon spells lack. Okay, let's do the second one. I don't know what that's gonna give me. What a perfect plan! You place a pizza order while Omen dials up her resident shenanigan assistant. We heard there'd be pizza and came immediately! Good, but while we wait for the pizza, we're going to pick a fight. Let us check out that biker bar. What? Why? Tug, my sweet summer child, the summon's main use is to provide aid in battle. This is the only way to test Oz's suggestion. Yeah, let's fight and die for this pizza, Omen! Never have I ever had better minions or friends. You soon enter the biker bar. Omen buys a beer exclusively for the purpose of throwing it at a stranger. That was my drink, you unwashed frog! You wanna fight? Ah, what a sweet coincidence. That's exactly what I want.
Eat axe, you foul beast!
Yeah, and I'm gonna hit you too, as soon as I get back from hiding in the bathroom. Pizza for Omen? Yes, I command you to throw pepperonis at my enemies lowly hiring. The things I do to get a tip. Your opponents are forced to deal with pepperoni face. Omen follows up by punching them because it's hard to dodge a punch with scalding pepperonis in your eyes. Later, after the fight, you all enjoy your victory pizza. Best spell side effect ever. You gain 2 fun and 2 charm. Beep, bop, 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 body, bop, 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 bop. Okay. Huh. So charm and smarts are kind of what we're looking for, so this is probably the best one, yeah? You enter a competitive tarot tournament because you're reckless enough to gamble your entire future. After several hanged men in burning towers, you decide to harness the power of celestial bodies with your best Yu-Gi-Oh! Impression. You throw down Pluto. Not this again! Not this again! Pluto isn't a planet anymore. You're playing with an old deck. You're disqualified, and your opponent also predicts that you'll die of chlamydia. Not chlamydia! While you just gained 1 terrible fate, you also got 2 fun. Because dying from chlamydia means at some point you'll get laid. Slay. You then look over and see Liam, Omen, Doug, and Nico chatting in front of your scoreboard. Sports? In your con? You better check this anomaly out. Hey Oz, do you want to play imaginary ball with us?
You basically sit together and imagine you're playing a ball game. It's fun, probably. Ready to play? Let's have me against all of you.
You've made a critical strategic error, Vampire. 1 versus 4 is a completely unfair distribution.
You're right, it's completely unfair.
For you 4. It is on. You and your friends sit down, close your eyes, and start imagining as hard as you can. You imagine yourself on the bench. You don't want to be left out, but you don't want to play sports either, even if they're imaginary.
Do any of you see the ball?
No, just the insides of my eye sockets. Are we winning?
Ha! I've just scored a point.
What? How? Forfeit your point to me or forfeit your life.
Yes, I score again!
You think maybe Liam's full of it, but then a referee shows up and awards Liam 2 imaginary points. Whoa, nice! I wish I were half the athlete you are, Liam. Liam somehow stumps everyone at imaginary ball. The crowd is formed to cheer him on. He's up 20-0, which is to say, he keeps repeating, "Ha! I score again!" with his eyes closed.
Oh, sorry gang, I gotta hit the bench. I think I twisted my imaginary ankle.
Fine, be gone from me. Oz, get in there and win me some points, or I will twist both of your imaginary ankles. You don't have imaginary medical insurance. You'd better beat Liam at this game. But how? Anime Mastermind plot twist. Reveal that you imagined that 1 week before, your team paid millions of imaginary dollars to hire Liam, so all his points have been for your team. Throw Liam off by asking him why he isn't wearing imaginary pants in the imaginary match. Oh, these are both so good! Okay. Man, what's good? Okay, so let's do the first one. I think that's good for us. Liam's been on team all along? What a twist!
No, that's not true. I've never been on your team.
But Oz imagined that you were, so per the rules of imaginary ball, it is true.
You're right, the clues were staring at us in the face all along. Liam's even wearing our team uniform. No, I'm not. And look, he's been carrying an imaginary briefcase full of the imaginary money Oz hired him with. How could I miss that?
Liam, you sly dog. I'm almost impressed. You really thought that you could deceive me. I'm far too intelligent to be fooled by your double cross.
I am not crossing you. You're just making stuff up.
Which is probably the point of imaginary ball, but what would I know? Why would I lie about that? I could obviously never fool a smart guy like Liam. He's clearly been in on this strategy with me the whole time.
What? No, wait. course I knew about Oz's plan all along. It's just that... we thought if we told you all before the match, it would be too confusing of a strategy for you. True. It's very confusing for me. Did we win? We did! 3 cheers for Liam! Hip hip hooray! You all hoist Liam in the air and cheer for him like the star athlete he is. Well, not literally. You sit in a circle and imagine that you're doing it. It's still epic. You gain 2 smarts. Yay! For your quick thinking, but lose too fun. It's okay, I got plenty of fun to lose. Okay. Oh. Hold on. Oh my gosh. No, this is the one. Alright. Sorry, y'all. Give me a second. Give me a second. Give me a second. Just 1 second. My throat is so dry. Okay. Merch hall. You find a portrait artist at the Artist Alley. Apparently, he can accurately portray your soul. Oh yes, you've always wondered what your soul looks like. Buff, small and cute? Hey, maybe it's a ginger head. No, it's just you with a weird blue glow around you. But hey, that glow sure adds 2 charm to your looks. We did need charm. You, Zoe, and Nico are trying to keep Omen on task as they check in with all the vendors. You come upon 2 vendors viciously arguing. Oh, here we go. What's the problem over here? Can it be solved with the power of hope, justice, and/or friendship? There's no hope or justice left in this con, and it's too late for friends. This guy thinks he can set up shop at my table. Because it's actually my table. You stole it from me before I showed up. Well, you know. I feel like this is a lot less common these days. Because, like, you literally just go to the staff, and the staff is just like, yeah, leave, you know? So, let me see your passes. Yep, they double booked you both to use this table. This has actually happened to me before. Luckily it was at a local con, and so because it was their mistake, they just set up an extra table across from the table. And so we were like the only table on that side. So it worked out, but it was just kind of funny. Omen, this is the perfect chance to show your value as a con representative. Do your thing! We're lucky I'm in a good mood. I will propose the perfect solution to stop your pathetic sniveling. The proposal is as follows. You 2 battle to the death. The victor keeps the table. The loser passes on to the next life in eternal shame. Sound fair? Ooh, if the clothes teller dies, can I have these sweatpants? It's really hard to find pants that fit a square butt. I mean, if they're doing this, I'm hoping the Pogs guy goes down. I'd hail for some rare Odie Pogs. You can't let the sellers battle to the death. You'll be dang nabbit if you're letting Omen get the credit for solving a problem around here. Think of a different way to broker peace between the 2 vendors and make your friends horny for your conflict resolution skills. Convince the vendors that all property is an illusion. Does anyone really own this table? Perform forbidden surgery and sew the 2 vendors together in a flesh construct. You've sewn a couple cosplays yourself. How much more difficult can this be, actually? So it's either no one owns the table or necromancy. Body horror. Let's do the second one. Fine, but who will do the sewing? I can't. I have a handicap called I hate sewing. Paging Dr. Nico, I was born ready for this. Oh, here we go. Should I go for a basic straight stitch, or do we want to get fancy with a cross-stitch pattern on their skin? That really isn't necessary. Yeah, it's not that serious. I'll give the table to the other guy if I have to. Nonsense. This is the perfect solution. When we're done with you, there won't be any other guy anymore. I've never worked with fabric that screamed in pain before, though. Might be kind of distracting. We should sedate them first. On it! Omen knocks both of the vendors out with a steel chair, which you guess is sedative when applied to that purpose. Nico stitches them together, creating a horrible chimera that weeps blood with every desperate breath. Well, they're no longer screaming at each other, so I dub this an improvement. We did a good thing today. Hooray! Let's get some yakitori to celebrate! Okay, but are you gonna wash that blood off your gloves before you eat? No way, I'm leaving that on! Makes my cosplay look extra authentic. Good point! We'll head to the food trucks and congratulate each other on a job, well, not done.
You gain 2 creativity and lose 2 charm. Alright, one more. This is the main stage. Game post-mortem. Domino. You sit down to watch a post-mortem discussion of the game Domino. You learned that the first iteration had no pieces at all, which made playing quite difficult. The 7th iteration added the crucial rule that forbids eating your own pieces. An hour later, you know more about Domino than anyone in your age group, which actually isn't hard, but still. 2 smarts for you. Sometime later, you and Nico are getting kebabs at a food truck when a little girl stops to compliment Nico's Astral Princess cosplay.
Aw, thank you so much. Wanna take a selfie together? Let's do it. 3, 2, 1, cheese! Yay, we look so cute. You have a great day, okay? And remember to always believe in the power of friendship.
Yuck. How did you survive an entire conversation with that bugger eater without making it cry?
Astral princesses don't make anyone cry, unless they're beautiful, happy tears over the power of good friends.
That brings up another question. What is this power of friendship thing you're always espousing?
You're not saying it right. It's not power of friendship, it's power of friendship.
I do not think I am capable of speaking with that many rainbows. Anyway, how do I harness this alleged friendship power? Could it power a generator? Perhaps a death ray?
No, silly baka. The power of friendship can't be explained. Sorry.
I haven't said that in a long time. I'm sorry. Ironically, or unironically, I haven't said that phrase in so long.
The power of friendship can't be exploited like that. It has to come from the strong bonds you feel with the people closest to you.
Okay. Oh, Jesus. Ooh. So is it a sort of shared manual labor thing? What if I hired a bunch of minions, forced them to be friends, and made them power the death ray? Would that work? You got a funny feeling. Omen won't let this go, but you shouldn't help them make a death ray. What can the power of friendship do that would impress them?
The power of friendship is always testifying for your friend in court, even if they're definitely guilty. That's a good one. The power of friendship is a clean energy source. If we lobby for the government to fund friendship power plants, we could maybe reverse climate change. Okay, that is a smart move, but court is funnier. Good point, Oz. There's no crime that a loyal friend can't bail you out of.
Oh my, then this power of friendship is a useful tool indeed.
Yep, but hopefully we'll never have to use it.
That's it 36 hours later with Nico on the witness stand at the courthouse. So, just to reiterate, you're confirming that the defendant was with you last Thursday from 7 p.m. to 11 p.m., making it impossible for her to be at the crime scene where 3 victims were killed with a flail.
You betcha. Wink.
That's a real friend right there. Did you just wink and shoot finger guns at the defendant?
Maybe?
You know that lying under oath is a criminal offense, right?
I do now, but it doesn't matter because I'm telling the truth. Omen didn't kill anyone. Wink.
I totally owe you one, Nico. Your Honor, this is highly suspicious. I agree, but winking and or finger gunning on the witness stand is not technically illegal, so I have to let it slide. Exactly. How do you modern folk act like everything should be legal? Winking, attacking strangers with a flail? Just let people live their lives! And that's how Omen dodged a murder charge with the power of friendship. Yippee! You gain 2 boldness and lose 2 charm. Oh, the charm is going again. The charm is going again. Well, good thing we're here. Good thing we're here.
I guess I could sit for a while.
Alright, it's Omen time again. Here we go. Talk about hobbies. Dang, she is thick. Okay. Eating hot dog. Wait a second. I don't know if I mentioned this before. I love hot dogs. Hot dogs are like a really big, like, comfort food for me. Like, it doesn't matter what kind either. I'm just like a big fan of hot dogs. Anytime someone's like, oh, what do you want to eat? And they're going to like Costco, I'm just like, I gotta get a hot dog. You know, it's just so, there's such a convenient food. And it's so easy to eat. Like, and I put a bunch of sauce on it, but it's just so easy to eat them. And it's just like, you know, I don't feel so like gross after eating them. It's just like one of those, you know, one of those things. Sorry, it's just so I'm just like, Omen and I, we're the same here.
Sorry, what?
That is a hobby, Oz. That isn't a hobby. A pastime, then? It surely isn't a way in which I adore passing my time. You really like hot dogs. I do. And one thing I do not like? Doctors. They keep telling me I should not eat so many hot dogs. Complete morons. Ah, hot dogs. Hands down, the best thing to happen to me after imprisonment. Well, wait, aren't hot dogs a thing that has existed for more than 100 years? I'm pretty sure they were invented in Frankfurt in the late 25th century?
Yikes!
Dang, why does my brain retain these things but not my old passwords? Do not beat yourself up, Oz. Your brain isn't your greatest asset, but this is something we all have accepted by now. You should accept it too. Okay, but then how do you explain not knowing about hot dogs? They existed back then.
Shut up.
Excuse me for not knowing about this one food during the 25 years I had before getting imprisoned. This is the thing. The one thing we did not have back then was this internal net thing. So it was pretty plausible for people not to know about a certain thing if it didn't happen in your vicinity. For example, I did not know about the existence of karate either.
Makes sense.
That makes sense. Does, but then again, your brain isn't your best asset, as previously stated. It follows that it doesn't process common sense very well. It's a bit of a tragedy. And you want to know another tragedy? That I've come to know about hot dogs when I have half the hands I used to have. I could use one of mine to help you stuff hot dogs into your mouth. Okay, come on, Slay. Would you do that? Really? I would owe you a big one. A big one indeed. Don't mention it. Sorry for being mean to you, Oz. Oh, the blushies! You might have a weak brain, but you make up for it with a strong heart. Thanks. Yes! You run to the hot dog food truck where you proceed to feed hot dogs to Omen. It's nice to spend time with your friends trying out their hobbies. It would make sense that she would have a hobby like that, though. You know, it's just like, I don't care. Like, she wouldn't care about, like,
Brought extra markers.
you know, running or anything. She'd just be like, yeah, eating hot dogs. Before you know it, the con's almost over, and it's time to put the finishing touches on your comic. Bring it home with one last brainstorming session. Here we go. You've ended up in the most obscure music festival ever. Which band are you checking out? Counterfeit poetry, underground mathletes, all-you-can-eat breakfast buffet, most glorious whole... You're still at the Obscure Music Festival. Now that you've chosen a band just going by their title, which of these songs would be your new favorite? Empathy for the man who could only eat soup. Lube for days. Okay, hold on. Let me finish the rest before I pick it. 5-letter words, metaphors done wrong. Lube for days. Yes. This comment's gonna be good. This comment's gonna be so good. Alright. Day 4, baby. What we doing? We gotta run to the vendor hall to get the last minute shopping done. You find some teenagers selling their own fanzines. Oh, so cute. You check them out and they are awful. Apparently every zine in this game is awful. As far as you remember, you had better taste when you were their age. To show them how it's done, you make your own zine right in front of them. What a mentor. You leave it on the stand so they can sell it. They don't seem to like you, but that awesome zine you made nets you 2 charm. Afterward, you're thinking dreamily of Omen and how sexy she is when she's trying to remove her armor and restore her magical powers. You're daydreaming about her, arguing with Liam about it, until you realize that she's actually right in front of you, arguing with Liam about it. Dreams do come true again. What about half a day? And I shan't even remove the full suit, just the cape. Omen, we've been over this. The answer is no. Come on. I'm doing a compromise with you instead of simply bashing your skull in. Is that not indicative of the vast growth I've made as a person? I hear you, but I said no. And even if I changed my mind, I doubt the Coven would ever agree to it. I have ways of making them agree. Like Making them a batch of delicious cookies with practically no poison in them. That is what nice people do to persuade others, right? Well, that's a start. Look, I've got a pound to go to now. We can't talk more. Oh, we can talk more about this later. Wait, you're not dismissing me outright. Does that mean I have a chance? We'll see. Don't get your hopes up. Too late? Good news. Liam is close to caving in and giving me my powers back. I need to sharpen my rusty magic skills. One I'd definitely like to practice is a necromancy ritual I used to cast to raise an army of skeletons. Such wonderful times I had. There I was, conquering kingdoms, terrifying widows and children. I was a bona fide bone lord. So how about it? Can you work your magical, non-magical skills and get me the skeleton warriors I deserve? Oof, that's a tall order. But Omen's happiness is on the line. Time to raise those bones. Alright, this is your true calling as a shenanigans doer. Convince Omen she has raised an army of reanimated skeletons by pulling off the biggest weekend at Birdie's ever. Wait, that's a good one. Just raise a regular army. Almost everyone is a flesh-covered skeleton anyways. The only thing standing between Omen and the skeleton army will be skinning off a lot of people. That's crazy, we gotta do that. You call up Doug and Nico, who are always down for whatever you've gotten up to, and get to work raising your army. Wow, I never would have guessed we could beam in so many people to join us in such a little time. Never underestimate the power of online radicalization. It's almost a bit scary. So, how's everyone's skinning game? Whoever's the least experienced can use my machete. I think I can manage with this potato peeler. Maybe I can just raise the team's morale, like, from a distance? Suit yourself. More skinning for me. 3 hours later. Okay, I've got my second one done. How are you all doing? Still on my first. I'm not very good at this. Same, it's sort of hard with all the screaming and all that. You got this, team. It's not so bad. Just picture them as big, delicious potatoes. Look, I'm super into cheering Omen up, and hear me out. What if we made an army of skeletons with a skin exoskeleton? Isn't skin basically the armor for skeletons anyway? Let's just drop the whole army plan. It's proven impossible to recreate my Grimmery spells perfectly anyway. You sure? Yes, it's okay. A century has passed. It's only natural that times and I have changed. Makes sense. We've already lost half of our recruits once they saw the whole skinning thing anyway. Nico grabs a freshly skinned skeleton and moves it like a ventriloquist puppet. I bet a hot dog would cheer you up, Omen. Come to the diner with us. Don't be a bonehead. Sure, let's go. You enjoy delicious I almost said I said dinner when it said diner. I'm saying diner when it says dinner. Dinner with your friends. All that too boldness skinning sure worked up an appetite. Alright. Here we go. We should do the main stage one more time. How to add loot boxes to your game. Don't. You attend a panel on how to seamlessly add loot boxes to games. The short answer is that you shouldn't. This turns out to be invaluable knowledge that makes you gain 2 smarts. Pay 10 monster tokens to open a mystery box with a bonus random amount of smarts. JK. You're leaving your last activity when Omen steps directly into your path. Hi? Hi. Is everything okay? Do not interrupt me! As of late, I find myself a bit into you. And sex. Perhaps even both. At the same time. Do not let it get to your head. It is a rare day when a glorious overlord such as myself stoops to lay with a pathetic worm like you. My favorite dynamic. I say my favorite, but I have like a billion dynamics. Okay. Anyway, I'm here to make you mine, but I'm unsure of the current courtship rituals, and therefore do not know how to proceed. I thought it best to simply ask you directly, what is the typical courting procedure these days? Fiction has forever changed courtship. Now you need 5 seasons of will they, won't they, a love triangle, and at least one only one bed situation. The rigors of courtship have been simplified into 4 bases: kissing, hand stuff, hole stuff, and trauma. Okay, I don't want 5 seasons of will they, won't they. I feel like I should use that for the other ending, because I'm pretty sure I'm getting the spicy ending. I think. So we're gonna do the second one. Really? How efficient. Without warning, Omen yanks you in for a kiss. Your lips slide over her beautiful steel-cold mouth. Then she's gone. And before you can process what's just happened, she punches you in the face. There, kissing and hand stuff. In less than a minute, I am crushing you at this. Next thing you know, you're sitting at the edge of a bottomless hole with Omen, tossing in some stuff you no longer need. Farewell, left glove, left arm brace, left shoe. Wait! Oh well. What are you throwing out, Oz? Your dreams of Omen doing despicable things to your hole tonight, for one. Just old clothes and some potential blackmail material I want buried. Very smart. That means we're on to step 4, right? Trauma dumping? Here's mine. I'm still not over Scabby's Tavern shutting down. It was a dank moldy hole of blood, sin, and cheap rum. Gods, I missed it. Oh, I'm surprised you didn't bring up being trapped in an Iron Maiden for centuries. I mean, sure, imprisonment was boring, but Scabby's was legendary. Fair. I also noticed you haven't mentioned losing your hand. I want you to know that I'm here for you if you ever want to talk about it. Who cares about my hand? Damned if I wouldn't lose the other one if that meant they'd reopen the tavern. Anyway, it's your turn for trauma. Go. Well, intimacy requires vulnerability, so you bear the deepest trauma you have. The story that you won't even bring out for truth of the day. Yes, that is quite sad. But if you could have gone to Scabby's Tavern, you would have... Oh, you would know that its closure was sad. I think I wanted trauma. I suspect I wanted hand stuff and kissing too. I did not think to throw out blackmail material, though, so you were the superior hole stuffer. Maybe we could have a rematch sometime. It's a deal. You and Omen watch the sun sink into the horizon, gaining 2 fun and losing 2 creativity. That was a good one. Okay. Blah, 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 blah. Let's do Community Zone. At the Community Zone, you find several 5D chess matches going on at the same time. Time to prove your smarts to this whole column. You play 5 matches at the same time. Make fast decisions, going from chess table to chess table. Everyone's impressed. Until they realize you lost all chess matches in just a few moves. Well, you may have gained 0 smarts, but you should have gained 2 fun. My stats are crazy. Later you invite Omen to wind down and watch a movie at the hotel. Finally, you two can spend some much needed one-on-one time together. This is peak cinema, and is exceptionally relatable. What did you say it was called? Despicable Me. Fascinating. You see Omen reach into the popcorn bowl. Now's your chance to not so accidentally brush her fingers and create some romantic tension. Ah! Spider! Omen grabs you and tries to crush your fingers. Hot. Once your bones squeak, she realizes she's holding your hand. So romantic with these fart sounds. Stop staring at me with that dumb face! She socks you in the jaw. Hot, but also ow. My apologies. I have cuteness aggression. Cuteness aggression. Are you saying I'm cute? No. Yes? I don't know. Shut up! She punches you again. One more round of flirting and you're gonna end up eating your teeth. Still, it's clear that Omen at least kind of likes you. Surely there's something you can do to help her relax and open up to you. Omen can't remove her Iron Maiden, but it sure looks uncomfortable. Offer to get inside and give her a much-needed back rub. Okay. She's been imprisoned in an enclosed space for more than a century. Maybe she's into that now? Get buried with her for a night. These are both good. Sorry. Let's do... I feel like the obvious choice is the first one, but like the second one kind of hits. So let's do the second one. Hey Omen, I have a fun date idea. Do you want to get buried alive together? Oz, you always suggest the most peculiar stuff. It turns me on. I'm in. Let's get buried. That sounds fun. I'll bury you too if you want. Nico, why are you under the bed? A good detective looks for clues, even in the unlikeliest of places. Also, I've been stuck under here for an hour. I was just gonna wait it out because I didn't want to ruin your date, but I'll bury you if you get me out of here. It's a deal. 3 hours later, you and Omen are sexily claustrophobically confined in a coffin 6 feet underground. So then I told those uppity heroic prudes exactly where they could stick their magic wands. You should have seen their faces. They wrecked me afterwards, though, of course. But it was worth it. Due to the tight space, your face is pressed too deep into Omen's cleavage to properly articulate a response. Not that you're complaining. I must say, Oz, being imprisoned in a small space is way more fun with company. Thank you for suggesting this. You and Omen spend a wonderful night here, most of the next morning, because Nico almost forgets to dig you up. Oxygen was a bit lacking by the end, but you'd never say no to a couple extra hours of motorboating. I mean spending time with Omen. Again, you gained 2 boldness, being burned alive for love, but some of the brain cells responsible for your charm died from lack of air, so you lose 2 charm. Excellent. Okay, so lobby or hotel? Actually, I should do hotel. Hotel seems like the move. Let's do the hotel. You're chilling in your hotel room when suddenly a man dressed as a rat breaks in. He runs around yelling, "I am the rat! I am the rat! Look at me, the rat!" And then he leaves as confusingly as he came. You call reception to complain. Yes, that. It happens sometimes. Apologies, sir. We can compensate you with 2 creativity. You'll take that. Later, you're at the hotel bar. Sorry. Sorry. Whew, okay. Later, you're at the hotel bar with April, Zoe, and Omen when you're approached by a drunk guy with too much... Interesting. Is it cats on his head? Hello, oh no, he means... Okay. Hello, ladies. You look like you needed some company. Why would you think that? We are keeping each other company. Are you stupid or something? The short answer is yes, but I think he's trying to flirt with us. Damn right I am. I like identicals, girl. What holes do they like to go in? They like to go home. Oh, you already invited me back to your place. I'm in. You are propositioning intercourse before you even know her name. Courtship has grown much more vulgar since my day. Yeah, how long ago was that? I love me a MILF. Sir, I'm sorry to disappoint you, but none of us are looking for a date right now. But you make an exception for me, right? I'm a catch. I have something you can catch. These hands! Wanna play hard to get, huh? That's okay. A predator loves the chase. Rawr. Ew, gross. I will show you predation. Someone hand me a knife. No, don't jeopardize your redemption arc for this sleazeball. I'm sure Oz can get rid of him. Right, Oz? You sure can, and you can do it in the funniest way possible. This is the perfect time to use that trapdoor you proactively installed a month ago in case something like this happened. You just need to trick this dude into standing on it. Call this Casanova's grandma and see if he feels like flirting in front of her. To be fair, at this point, you know he might, but let's check. No, we're gonna do the trapdoor. Wait, you installed a trapdoor in the bar? I thought you said you installed one in the con center. I installed several trapdoors in the weeks leading up to the con. There's one here, 2 in the main lobby, 1 in the bathroom stall, 1 on the main stage, 1 in the elevator, and at least 1 more, but I forgot where I put it. Oz, one cannot say that your trapdoor technique is half bootied. I think this goes beyond even full bootied. This is like double bootied. Double booty. What are you cuties whispering about? You find out which one of you gets to take me first? Cause I'm all for an okay. Actually, we were talking about how much hotter you'd look if you stood over there. Oh, really? Right here? No, like 2 feet more to the left. Here? Now you are too far left. Stand on top of that unrelated square cut into the floor. Yep, that's perfect. Let her rip, Oz! You pull the huge lever that you're surprised nobody asked about earlier. The annoying flirt flaws deep into the earth. Oh, I think I broke all my bones. To my boner, that is. Okay. I swear, you can try to kill some guys and they still won't take a hint. So true. You gain 2 smarts for having that foresight to install so many trapdoors, but lose 2 charm. Alright, here we go, baby. Here we go, here we go. Only one, baby. Yes. But we might not be going to the after party. Finally, the odd gang gathers round to put all the pieces of your greatest masterpiece together. Time to see the fruits of your labor. The Flame of Truth! Oh my gosh, it's Mothman! Okay. The Flame of Truth is a pulp noir adventure that follows private investigator Mossman. This jaded detective used to be part of the police force, but he lost his badge after trying to make No Pants Tuesdays. That's so good. His peace will be broken when a mysterious femme fatale comes to him with a new case. The missing... I'm sorry, why is this so good? The mysterious missing vagina. But playing detective isn't easy when you have to battle your inner demons, which, in Moss's case, take the form of persistent tummy ache. Not like this. As if that wasn't enough, as the mysteries unravel, Moss will realize this case might be tied to something much bigger. A plan to accelerate the process of carcinization. Can this moth find the flame of truth? Or will he be consumed by the fire? Let's find out! All my leads turned out to be dead ends. So there I was, searching in the last place left, bottom of a bottle. You always find your way back here, don't you? How can I serve you, Moss? Think I have a thirst for gossip. Have you heard anything juicy lately? Sure. See that fella over there? The unicorn. That unicorn isn't all magic and rainbows. I've heard he's gotten his horn in some dirty places. He used to be our bathroom's glory. Our bathroom's glory hole. Really? Then he might know something about the mysterious missing vagina. I'm sorry, this is so good. Let's see where that horn points me to. Not so fast, Mossy boy. Boss isn't happy with you turning over so many rocks. You know what happens to moths who get too close to the light? They get burned. Yikes. I was waiting for the rain tends to my wounds, but it doesn't put out this fire that burns so bright inside me. Flame of truth. This beatdown made me see things clearly. Truth is a big dildo that brings both pain and pleasure. And I have lube for days. Picasso, beautiful, incredible, amazing. Oh, so good. You go looking for Omen to invite them to the party, but they actually end up finding you first. Oz, you will never believe it. Liam actually convinced the Coven to let me take off my cape for a few hours. Who would have thought that the tedious guy, I don't know what to place it with, would actually be good for something. This should allow me to channel at least some of my power. That's incredible, Omen. What spells do you want to cast first? Actually, I've decided not to cast any magic. What? But I thought that was the whole reason you wanted to take the cape off. It was at first, but now I've realized that there are other things I'd rather do without my clothes. I'm talking about having sex. With you. Yeah, no, I got that. I'm in. Of course you are.
Come here, you
Woo! Yeah! Considering that they've been out of practice for 100 years, Omen's surprisingly great in bed. I can't believe they gave up their chance to magically turn people inside out just to sex you. Maybe they're closer to redemption than you thought. Or maybe they're just hornier than they are evil. It do be like that, sometimes. Either way, it's a win! Yippee! Wow, I got a lot of new events. That's a lot more than I thought. New outcomes. Oh, okay. So events. Hey, I'm doing pretty good. I'm like 1/3 of the way for events. Outcomes. Secret ending. Yeah. 37 secret endings. That's crazy. Okay. We're back in it, baby. Before we knew it, the con had ended. It was just 4 days, but we could swear it felt like an entire lifetime. All sorts of misadventures took place, entire friendships blossomed, and we ourselves changed as people. The idea of going back to our day-to-day lives made us feel a bit disoriented. Promises were made of not growing apart, of meeting again soon. Still, we would lie if we said it didn't feel a bit sad to leave all that behind. But as each of us went on our own way, we realized that wherever we went, these people would be there with us. And with that came a truth that to this day we hold close to our hearts. That no matter where we are, we belong. It's a thought that still gives us warmth, that makes us feel, once again, young and unafraid. And reminds us that, even as years go by, we'll always be ready to start.
When you stream, you would not believe.
Beep 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 beep.
Okay, we've seen this, so I'm gonna exit. I'm gonna skip it. So, wait, I unlocked a new plot line. Yippee! New outfit. Yippee! Yes, I got it. Okay. Yippee! Well, what an exciting time, everybody. We got the spicy ending for Omen. We romanced Omen, so we now know the vibes is crazy out here. Yeah, and we did the No War comic, which was pretty slay. I didn't know what I was expecting, but I was like, okay, where? So, all right. So, yeah, if I'm able to play Zoe's route, I'll put her up. But yeah, no, this was a great time. I was like really focused, so that's probably why I didn't have as much commentary as usual. But it's just, there's a lot going on when we play MonsterCon, so there's like another thing. And a lot of these scenarios I haven't run into before, so that's also, I'm like, oh, I didn't know. So I always find great joy in playing Monster Prom. So, yeah, we'll do Zoe's route, and then I will probably play a couple more to get the other comics, and also to kind of test out the, what is it, the phone a friend system kind of thing too, because that's a thing. So, so yeah, thank you so much for joining me today, guys. Hopefully it was fun. So, as per usual, the usual things go, please follow me on social media. afishplanet on Instagram, Bluesky, TikTok, X, formerly Twitter. Sorry, I'm so tired. Give me a second before I continue this. Check out my Mercari shop, which I'm probably going to switch to from Ko-Fi. We shall see. Check me out over there at afishplanet as well. Check out my podcast, You Can Smooch Tho, a podcast about all things boys love and other related items. Available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon Music, and YouTube Podcasts. Phew! And as per usual, please, 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 it's tough out there. It's tough for me out there. It's rough. As much as you can, stay happy, stay healthy, stay well. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye. Night-night.